Oh, we working? I'm such a professional.
Pro.
Yeah, that's definitely what everyone thinks.
I don't know if you can see me, by the way, because I've shuffled.
That was amazing. Hello, hi, and welcome to a Bad Beanie Gaming podcast, my first ever one. I'm sure it's going to go brilliantly. I have two guests with me today who have travelled all the way from upstairs and the room next door to this one to come and be a part of this.
Don't exaggerate.
Fine.
I'm just going to faff. Give me a second, because I don't know if I'm in this, because the last... There we go. Yeah, no, I'm not.
You are definitely in the
There we
screen.
go.
Stop worrying.
I'm not worried.
So, that's fine. So, both of you say hi and introduce yourselves.
You can go first.
Go!
Hi, lads!
This is my first podcast. You two already doing awkward silences. We're 1 minute in and you're both acting like we've run out of material.
Well, shut up and let me speak then, will you?
I'm sorry.
Pipe down.
On you go.
Hi, lads. In case you didn't know, I'm Danny. I'm Beanie's horrible girlfriend, apparently.
I'm Adam, I'm Beanie's boyfriend.
It's a good, healthy household.
His wife's gone out. Give him a...
Yeah, that's exactly it. If your missus is out, then I am your other half.
Yeah, exactly. That's fair.
So, hi Gold Killer, by the way. Thanks so much for swinging by, dude.
Hi, Gold Killer.
Hi.
So, yeah, the plan was to do...
Oh, coffee's empty.
yeah, the plan was to do a podcast about gaming. So that is what we're going to do. So for the next hour, strap in, lads. This is going to be a wild ride.
Hour?
Yes, an hour. Danny, we discussed this.
No, we didn't. We had a vague discussion about chairs and slight topics. That's the only thing you discussed. You didn't give me a time frame. You didn't give me anything. You didn't even tell me it was YouTube and Mixer. You just said we're going to do a podcast.
It feels like something I'd have brought up.
It feels like something you would have, but it's something you haven't brought up. Just let me stress this to you. You haven't brought it up.
Right, Beanie!
We're a happy, functioning couple. I can see why I have a relationship with Adam now.
Also, if there's horrendous noises in the background, it's not either of those two farting. It is bonfire night. There is some weird puffing sounds coming from outside. Let me assure you.
It could
not
also
their
be us
anuses.
farsing.
I know I can't see the chat properly because I've moved it too far.
Oh.
Sorry.
There you go. You got it?
Yes. Yes.
Sweet. Okay.
Yeet, or whatever it is the kids say these
No,
days.
right. Gold Killer can get away with saying yeet.
I don't even know what yeet means. I have no idea what yeet means. Like, Matty tried to explain it to me, yeah? And I was like, please explain to me what yeet means, because I don't know. And he was like, well, it's supposed to mean, like, shit, like, go away.
You get occasional moments
But
in
people
life
just
when,
say
like,
it as, like, yes now.
you do get moments in your life where like younger relatives make you suddenly feel like you're like 60 years old.
Well, I heard it was a Logan Paul thing, but I think that's just because I watched that Shane Dawson thing and he was also confused by yeet. So I think in my head, I'm just like, yeah, yeet could mean anything, because I said yeet off the other day and my brother was like...
Well, that's not where you're supposed to use it.
I don't think YouTube's up.
I also think I don't think YouTube's up. So...
Beanie, where YouTube?
hang on. Beanie, find YouTube.
I think Restream is broken.
I think everything's broken.
YouTube break, yep. There we go,
No,
YouTube's
YouTube's
work.
there. See, I fixed it. Also, hi Retro Upload, how are you, man? You are not playing with the bad beanie buttons.
No baby buttons, no one wants them. Trust.
I'm here on a podcast with the beloved people of my house. They get to play with my beanie buttons tonight. No beanie buttons from you
I
lot.
play with your baby buttons every night. And you hate it, so...
Yes.
By the way, that is what your nipples are called now, by the way.
You're calling my nipples beanie buttons.
Yes!
I like it.
I don't hate it.
I was just going to want to...
No, not doing a stream.
Such a spoil sport.
No, if we were streaming... No, I'm not even going to finish that sentence. I know where I was going with that. I'm not
we're
going
not
with
Pornhub
it.
streaming, babe.
You are Henners. I thought it was. How you doing, Henners? You're right.
Hurricane!
My God, Henners, you're normally on YouTube all the time. I do a podcast and for some reason you've jumped onto Mixer.
Hi Hurricane, how's the goal scoring record going?
So, give me 1 second. I will get my vape, my cup of tea. There we go. Because I don't think there's any chance of me spilling it over now.
Where's my drink gone? Oh, can you be bigger, boys?
Yeah, I'll be bigger, boy.
Joking.
So, for God's sake, Danny! You're such an ass.
Tesco's getting a free bit of advertising.
Right, so shall we try and do a podcast?
Well, yeah, we can.
Let's get
that was what we were here for. But
let's
okay.
get our heads down for the big moment. So, hang
Hang
on.
I think we're streaming in the wrong place here, babe. I'm not gonna lie.
Naughty.
Full beanie buttons and heads down now. This dream's really gone down.
Wow, you haven't propositioned me this well. For a
No,
while.
no, I really haven't, have I? So, let's start with the first topic, and that is
Anal.
yeah, okay.
I
well,
mean,
let's
yeah,
go with anal.
let's talk of favourite methods of preparation, shall we?
Only
Adam?
on
Why not?
Tuesdays.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first.
It's Monday tonight, Adam. We'll have to give that a miss, I'm afraid.
Join me on Twitch in 2 weeks' time when a whole bunch of anal emotes will be available on my channel.
Some
Naughty.
probing fingers.
It's just a cold finger.
Oh.
You took that too far.
As soon as I said it, I realised I'd crossed the line, but I'm quite happy crossing that line.
Sorry.
This one.
Sorry, guys. I know this is family friendly, but just
It's
family
just,
friendly PG clean. Unless Beanie's
it's
talking
just
about
not a
fingering.
healthy family. That's all.
That's some people going to need some serious counselling, baby.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to be honest. This isn't how I expected to start the stream.
No. So anyway, was it PlayStation Classic? Let's do it, right?
Right, what I want to discuss first is what have we all been playing lately? Because all three of us have been going with the big budget classics.
Big boys.
Yeah, so I'm going to start with you.
All right, me. Well, I am always playing the same three things.
Name
This
one
week,
of them.
I have mostly been playing. Sorry, no one will get this reference whatsoever.
No, that's it. You've got
Sorry,
to bear in
guys.
mind there's no one here under
The
30.
worst podcast. I'm genuinely offended by you, Gold Killer.
I'm proud.
Please.
It's a title.
Yeah, that's literally, I think the worst podcast, lol, will probably be the name of the first episode.
The worst podcast yeet.
We'll take it.
Yeet. Fuck. So, this week I have mostly been playing. Stop mouthing what I'm going to say. I
didn't say anything.
You did. You're a terrible person.
Sorry.
You're not my fucking. I'm not a ventriloquist dummy. I have been playing the Fallout 76 beta when I've had time to. Anyway.
Let's start with that because this is.
Oh god, I can't finish the
No,
sentence,
don't finish
man.
the sentence. Just list one at a time. But we've got to discuss. Let's start with Fallout 76.
Well, it's not really going to help. Adam's not played it.
It's alright, how was
What's
it?
going on? To begin with, so the first night it went up, I played it for about 4 hours, and it was really good. We had a few issues. It is Bad Beanie, according to Bad Beanie Gaming, whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's on the Bad Beanie Game. I just double checked. It is
You
definitely
can
on
just
there.
watch on Mixer if you want.
No, you're not allowed to say that.
Okay,
No,
Fine.
no, that's a no.
fine. Sorry. Piss off to YouTube.
It is on YouTube and it is on Mixer.
See you later, mate. Ignore him. So, there was a few glitchy issues, standard Bethesda game problem, glitchy graphics. I encountered some Scorch which were T-posing the entire time, just like flying about like this, like they're in Gary's mod or whatever.
It was. I've got to admit, I was playing the Fallout 76. In fact, I've probably played it more than you have, haven't I?
Yes.
And
I've been at work. Some of
it
us
is-
have real jobs.
it is just the glitchiest thing I've ever come across.
Very glitchy. I mean,
You know, the
Bethesda-
only thing that worries me about that is that it's out in like what? 7 days?
They
8,
don't-
9 days.
They are not.
I
gonna
can't
have-
comment because I've not seen
Well,
it.
they
but
have,
you two
'cause-
have said it's glitchy as fuck, and it's out in
Well,
7
they
days.
seem to have
quite painfully.
So I went to play
Ouch.
it last night when I got home to shoot some stuff because I had a very bad day at work. And it had deleted itself off of my PlayStation. But
It hates you that much.
Then I re-downloaded it today. So to begin with, when I installed the beta, it was 92 gigs, and I've reinstalled it today, and it was 47. So I don't know if they've maybe redone and patched
They might,
the beta for PS4 at least.
They might well have done. I mean, in Bethesda's defence, they did put... Everyone had this problem where they installed it,
yeah, but that was only for
deleted
PC.
it.
That was only PC. That wasn't anything else.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say Bethesda at least put their hands up.
Yeah,
and
it was Bethesda launcher deleted it. Yeah, that's why they gave us a 9-hour beta.
Bethesda.
Well, Bethesda's well known for shitey graphics. I'm sorry, Lord Todd Howard. Please don't hate me. I love you.
And again, to be fair, when Fallout 4 first came out, I think, if I remember right, people massively complained about how buggy it was.
Well, to be fair, we had it when it first came out. We got it like 3 days after it came out.
And it was
buggy as fuck. But it is also still buggy. It's not like you don't get chairs and people don't get stuck in walls and stuff. Like, it's like that, and, you know, people would say it's you know, it's endearing or whatever, but it's also really super annoying. So I'm not surprised with online servers, because they, you know, they're not known for online games, Bethesda, apart from Elder Scrolls Online, but everything else has been very much single player games. They've made that their thing. But
this has become a problem now with online gaming in general, is that once you've put it up there, if you're playing a game that isn't online, if there are issues, they can sort of gradually fix them one by one. They do a patch and go, as far as we knew, this was the only problem, knowing full well there's a whole batch of them. But you can go, right, we fixed this one, we fixed this one. If it's an online game, it's got to be perfect.
Well, I don't think it does. I don't think it has to be perfect, but I do think it needs to work. I mean, because I've come across a lot of enemies that I came out of a door. Okay, I was doing a quest to find some overseer's logs. Spoilers, guys, you got to find the overseer, right? And I came out of a door and I was confused briefly because there was just a thing kind of hanging. The same glitch, by the way, guys, if you swap from first person into third person, happens where when you sit and wait, you can see inside your own face.
Which is, I mean, you've seen that on a lot of other games, and that glitch is always a special kind of horrifying.
Yeah, I mean, being able to see the back of your eyes is never very good, but that still happens. But I came out of this door, and he is streaming on YouTube. Bloody hell, Harry Kane.
I'm definitely streaming on YouTube. I'm literally looking at it now.
You're getting benched next week, mate, alright? Christian Eriksen is going in.
You're getting subbed, mate.
Bench boy. And I came out and there was just this thing hanging. I was like, what the fuck? Opened the door. This Scorched is just there, but just head. Then he shot me, and the rest of him just sort of rendered in gradually. And I was like, I don't think I had a fair chance here somehow. I just appeared in the middle of this Scorched. Would refresh your page, Harry Kane. See how it goes. I'm going to stop calling you Harry Kane. I can't help it.
The thing is, he's driving me mad because I can see it.
I know you can.
I can, as he would put it, I can legit see us streaming live on YouTube. But he's messing with my head. I'll show you proof. Just refresh!
Refresh your page, boy!
Goal Killer, if you're there, can you verify? Because me and Henners are going to kick off here.
I don't want to have to fight Harry Kane. Fuck me, what was I saying? Yeah, so it's been really good. The storyline seems pretty good. Well, clearly, you've not refreshed in the right browser.
I'm going to double check one last time because...
Refresh your page, Beanbag. Watching. It literally says one person is watching.
That person is me, to be fair. It's now saying 0 watching. No, and it's there. It's right there. I can see me. There's my face. There's me leaning over. There's me with a sweat mark on my armpit. It's all there.
Sweaty.
Yeah, I should have got.
Yeah, that's why I changed. It has been really good. I have really enjoyed it, but I think, pardon me, it's going to get a little bit samey. I really miss having NPCs. I mean, I love robots. I love a Protectron.
That's the only thing I've seen on social media.
Yeah.
The last couple of days is people saying they miss NPCs.
I do.
And it's a bit of an issue.
See, I had a thing where I played it the entire time. Literally every minute that I was able to play the beta, I've been playing it, and my God, I miss having conversations with people. I would take Preston at this point, as annoying as he is. I would have actually welcomed seeing someone as annoying as Preston. There's one NPC in the game, and I met him.
There's no human NPCs.
There's no human NPC, I'll give you that. But there's a guy, there's a mutant on there called Graham, and he is the
That was
most.
literally what I did. I was like, Graham? Who calls anything Graham?
He was just the greatest character I've ever seen because he just starts listing. He starts going on about all the things he's got for sale and how he's not there to hurt you because he wants to trade, and starts listing every kind of meat he can think of. And this goes on for like 3 or 4 minutes.
Stringy meat.
Where he starts going, yeah, fresh meat, rotten meat, hickory meat, fishy meat, chewy meat.
It's like you when you're hungry.
Meaty meat, and it literally goes on for like 4 or 5 minutes, but it was possibly like the best 4 or 5 minutes I've ever had on any Fallout game because it's just the most likable. But I don't think I'd have appreciated it so much if there were other NPCs there. They need NPCs, even if they can't be killed, can't be destroyed. You can't change like the friend or foe thing on it. They do need something.
My main issue with I mean, I love robots in Fallout 4. They're great. They're a bit of a novelty. I love Protectrons. They're super cute and mental, and I love Mr. Handies and Miss Nannies, and that's great. That's very Fallout. But I really miss companions. I also don't like that you don't have dialogue options.
Gold Killer, thank you. Gold Killer, thank you so much for the host, buddy. Shouted that as if he was all the way over there. So I could have just talked into the.
Thanks, mate. See you. Cheers. You're a legend.
I had to shout like I'm trying to shout to Aberdeen from here.
Yeah, next door, like, what's Gold Killer done?
Yeah, that's. Are we Gold Killer?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry. I'll just go find myself. It was really good, but I am very tired of escorting Mr. Handies around the fucking wasteland. I'm tired of Protectrons Mr. Fluffy was an experience. But also I had some problems where my camp didn't work, so I built a camp, I saved it, whatever. Did a few missions, came back, and my camp doesn't open anymore. It's just there. I have no stuff in it. Like my inventory is still there, but none of the shit that I built is there.
Yeah, I had the same thing. I had something quite similar, but mine was a lot simpler than that. The camp was there, and then I loaded the game up again, and the camp wasn't there, and I had to rebuild the entire thing.
Yeah, I did. That's exactly what I did, basically.
But you have to rebuild it. They don't just sort of give you the pieces. They give you the entire
the blueprint
unit
thing.
Yeah, but that's what they did. But they basically said, "Here's your entire building," and I was like, "Okay, that's great. I can just plonk that down." No, you can't put it anywhere because I built it very specifically in the first place
to fit in a certain place.
fit in that particular place, and that place isn't compatible with anything else. So that's going to be again an infuriating thing.
But don't panic because the game isn't out until next week.
That's exactly. Edders, thank you so much for subscribing, by the way, buddy.
I'm not.
But sorry, I was just gonna make a quick point here, and that's that sort of stuff is the kind of nuanced stuff that they can iron out. There's nothing wrong with that. The basics of the game, there are massive problems, and I think one of the biggest ones is the feeling of true emptiness if you're not playing with your mates.
That's one of my problems. I mean, I played with a couple of girls. One of the
grown man.
You're old as fuck. What?
You're old as fuck.
I'm not as old as you.
Don't say fuck on stream. It's rude.
Can we all stop saying fuck on my stream?
I'll say it with action. I played the game with some girls from one of the Fallout groups on Facebook, and they were in Australia, and we were just chatting about the game and stuff, and that was fine. It was quite fun, but at the same time, it's really difficult when you're used to playing by yourself. I enjoy playing Fallout games and just playing however the fuck I like, but it's really difficult to then have to like drag other people with you to do shit, especially if you're in different parts of the game, because obviously you won't play with the same people all the time, so you're going to be at different stages, so you'll be doing different quests, different areas you want to explore. So, and some people might have done a bit that you've already done, which then gets really boring because you then have to rehash the same quest again.
I think Sea of Thieves had the same problem because when it first came out, everyone was like, "This is such an amazing game." I remember telling you I couldn't wait to buy it.
Well, we watched Summit play it in beta,
yes,
didn't we?
Summit 1G was the first person we saw play it, and it just looked like so much fun. And I was saying, can you imagine streaming this, like a group of us off on adventures, being a pirate? It sounded amazing. But it's another of those sort of what they call like miles long, inches deep kind of games.
Yeah.
Where ultimately there's nothing to do once you've done the initial bit.
That's my problem. Is also when you're at a low level, they give you a lot of obviously base quests and stuff to do. But if you're less than a level 10 and you get a quest to say go to Grafton and help the mayor, where you have to kill a fucking great big monster, you're dead, mate. You're dead. Your weapons degrade. That's fine. That's a nice throwback to like New Vegas and Fallout 3. But when you've got 9,000 pipe pistols, all of which are degraded to fuck, then you're not. What are you going to be able to kill? Nothing.
And I'm the sort of player. I'm what did Oxhorn call it? A rat pack.
Yeah.
A pack rat. I'm a pack rat. I'm the sort of person where it's like, there's teaspoons. I must collect the teaspoons.
Imagine stealing the teaspoons.
I can't overlook picking up these precious teaspoons because later I'll be able to build a wall.
Fallout's weird.
It's great. There is no game on earth where you could pick up 4 teaspoons and build a wall from it.
Right.
It's just.
Bear with me here, Harry Kane. I'm going to check that you're live on YouTube because otherwise he's going to have some sort of nervous breakdown.
Yeah, I think we owe him that. He's quite trustworthy when it comes to this sort of thing. Gold Killer. I'm not reading that out.
Point.
Naughty Gold Killer.
Harry Kane might be correct.
Oh. Look what Beanie's done. He's not prepared. Someone just called you daddy and I've never been so aroused in my life.
Think fast. Let's go, man.
Harry Kane's correct.
Damn it! I hate it when Hennes is right.
I didn't get a notification either, which I usually do.
Yeah, should have listened to the warning signs.
Just turn it
There's
off.
a big.
Statuses are not supported for this platform.
You silly goose.
What does it mean by that?
I don't know.
What could that possibly mean?
What are you talking about, Willis? Sorry, another terrible reference nobody will understand.
No, truly not.
Unknown. Just turn it off and on again. It's IT crowd.
Yeah. Obviously that's not going to fix it.
Oh.
Am I going to have to stop and start?
No, don't stop and start.
That's not
Just
it.
leave it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are having a stream exclusive to Mixer.
Yes!
Someone tell Xbox.
Phone Bill Gates immediately!
He's dead. Too soon.
For
When
God's
did
sake,
he
that was
die?
dark.
It's not dead. I was thinking of the other one.
Did I miss that you meant Steve Jobs? Fuck Apple, mate.
You want full refund. I promise you, every penny you've put into this stream tonight, you will get your money back.
You want a refund? Imagine how much I spent on this PC. Jesus Christ, I can't even do things properly.
Now then.
Right, so anyway, games. But
Yeah.
yes, Fallout 76, overall, I enjoy it, but I'm worried I'll get bored. I miss NPCs. I can't fantasise over robots. It's just not any good. It's not, you know, there's no Deacon, there's no Paladin dance, there's not even Preston telling me about settlements or shit, so I'm pretty bored. I can't romance a robot. Can't even romance Codsworth in Fallout 4. Like, they're so fucking bigoted, it's unreal.
I have to admit, I was going to buy it unconditionally. I was going to buy it. I'd well and truly set my heart on it.
You
and
said-
I don't think I'm going to now.
I was going to
I'm
say,
not
you
100
said the first day, you were like, I'm going to buy
Fallout
it. I don't
Cup
think-
of War!
don't-
Action! Go! Live!
To be fair, though,
Argue!
to be fair, I did pre-order the Power Armor Edition straight away after E3, and I've now cancelled the pre-order because I don't want to spend £175 on it.
See, at first I was like, well, that's understandable. And then you told me how much the Power Armor Edition was.
I told you at the time how much it was.
I think I must have blanked out the amounts. But 170 quid.
174.99.
Why a special edition? Anything's 174
You get a
quid.
panorama voice changing head and a glow in the fucking dark map, Simon.
You could buy like
But
100 Xbox 360 games for that.
Yeah, I chose to buy Pops.
Easily.
Chose to buy Pops instead.
Is Fallout 76 4K? It will be.
It will be, yeah.
It will be. And there is no computer on Earth that will handle it. I was playing on 1080 at first, and I got 6 frames a second. So I downgraded the graphics to 720, and it's went up to about 15 frames a second. So I had to scrap the graphics down to medium. And medium, they haven't even rendered water.
Yes.
I was literally, all water was just blank.
Even the PS4, to be fair, was struggling
Oh, was it?
with water rendering. When sometimes there was water, sometimes there was just big patches in the middle that hadn't like rendered in, or there was a horrible like god ray like across the water, so you couldn't actually see anything. It was pretty shit.
Mine was literally white. It wasn't like white with like particles. It was literally just.
I am.
Good job, Bethesda!
Yeah.
I'm
Like, this is basics.
mildly disappointed, but there's always Red Dead. Do you know what I mean?
On that subject, changing the subject.
Yeah, moving on!
Adam, what have you been playing this
I've been
week?
playing me some Red Dead 2.
Okay, what is your opinion on Red Dead? Because both of you have now got Red Dead.
Such a good game.
Today, I was talking about it today because I texted Liam at work the other day and was like, have you bought Red Dead yet? Because he was like, Red Dead's coming out. And he was like, yeah, but he's got a new bird, so he's all like distracted and shit. And he knocked off work at 12 o'clock. He's a funeral director. They had no funerals this afternoon, so he knocked off at 12 to go home and play Red Dead because nobody had died. So he was like, right, I'm off home, I'm going to play Red Dead, see you later. I was like, right, mate. He was like, right, I'm just going to go and cowboy the shit out of some stuff. He was like, I've already been killed by, like, all of Valentine, so I accidentally ran into a man and then became wanted about 3 seconds into the game. But he thinks it's amazing. Everyone that's played it has said it's amazing.
I just think it's a bit overwhelming.
I agree, actually, because...
And a lot of people have said this.
My main issue with it, as much as I'm enjoying it, is that there is... just the knowledge of the amount of hours there are of just story, never mind like side quests and all the rest of it, and the vastness of the map. Even just when you've only discovered 3 places, the length of time it takes to get places. Also, the controls are a bit janky, but I'm sure I can probably work that out eventually. It's just because I'm really anally retentive about how I play games.
See, one of the few things that I've got is that normally I love playing games. I'm all about gameplay, but it's one of the few games where I've probably watched Adam play Red Dead for like 8 hours in all, and I've watched you play for 2 or 3. And just as someone who was watching, I wasn't bored in the slightest.
No, I watched Adam play the other day.
Genuinely enjoyed just watching people play Red Dead. It's one of those games where if someone streamed it, I would seriously. I don't like watching sort of people's streams unless it's something high action. But something like Red Dead, the storylines in it are so deep, even the side quests, that I found myself completely absorbed in it.
It's not even that. It's the only game I've played which is an open world game where it actually feels like
it's an open
everyone. No, but everyone in that world they're going around doing their own thing.
Yeah.
And that's pretty incredible. I've come across some funny shit in the game, it just feels like they are literally, no matter what you do, they're going about their own shit.
Yeah.
Like anywhere you go.
And I think that
I think it's unfortunate timing that it is now the polar opposite of Fallout 76.
I was literally about to draw
this
the
is how
parallel.
you do an
It's so weird
This is how you do an open
This is
world
how
game.
you do an open world game.
It's like this is how you watch people interact. This is what people want.
Everything's going to be judged by this now.
Yeah, Fallout 76. You want to know about the lore. You want to know about the story, but you want to live the stories. You don't just want to go. Here's a holotape explaining something really exciting that happened ages ago.
The fact the holotapes autoplay enrages me massively.
I'll tell you what, we'll come back to Fallout, but Red Dead...
I don't know what that means.
Well, the only problem with this game is we're all going to start doing impressions of cowboys real bad.
I mean, Red Dead, you have to wash, and you have to eat, and you have to clean your gun, and...
shave your face.
A lot of people are finding it very
to bath
monotonous, like that the level of realism is is a bit too much for them.
This is the problem they had with... I mean, they've had several games like this in the past. If you want a really good example of this, I would say The Sims. Now, The Sims itself is a lot of fun if you want it to be. I mean, there's plenty of people who don't like The Sims, but you can totally get the appeal. But what you enjoy about it is doing, is going to work, training yourself up, and
putting them in a pool, taking out the ladder.
But
letting them drown.
That irritate you are like, I need to schedule toilet breaks for my character. I need to decide when they have a bath and stuff like that. And it's like that's starting to feel like work. It no longer feels like you're playing a game.
Well, I think this is the problem, isn't it? This is where the argument about do video games scar kids, etc. is that blur between gaming and reality. Can you separate the two? Because I mean, if you have to shit, piss, shave your face, have a wash, change your pants, I mean, and you haven't got up, shit, pissed, or changed your pants while you're playing the game, it is a level of immersion, really, isn't it? That you
feels like almost like a live imitating art there, doesn't it?
Well, it's you, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, that's exactly it. I'm the sort of person where I'll be playing a game like The Sims and saying my character really needs the toilet. He really needs to go to the toilet.
Red Dead multiplayer is coming. Red Dead Online.
Yeah, it's coming. Red Dead Online's next month, I think.
Is it
this
really?
month.
Yeah, they're working on it, and that's going to be in.
I think that could spoil it. I'm going to stick my neck out here and say I think that could spoil it.
No, because it'll be like GTA Online, where it is actually wholly separate from.
I remember playing Red Dead Online on the 360 on the first one, and like getting in a posse with like 4 people, and like just going to do like side quests and taking on it. It was amazing. So this, I think, will be incredible.
Yeah, it's not like GTA 5, right? Where you bring people in. Like Red Dead Online it's the same map and shit, but it's like separate from your single player thing. You don't lose or gain anything from playing.
Answer this, and I'm not too sure if this is a big profound question or not. Would all 4 of you be Arthur?
No.
I mean, I love Arthur.
Yeah, but would all 4 of you be
Arthur?
But
I've played too much. I think I've played too much Overwatch, and now I've got a terrible cowboy fetish. I'm
not too sure if I'm asking.
To do with that.
I'm not sure if I'm asking a profound question or not here. But would it be 4 Arthurs marching into a town together? Because after having so much immersion,
I'd be Hosea, mate. He's a badass. You're an angry old man.
The idea of a town full of Arthurs. It just feels like that might break it slightly.
Too much sass in one place. Arthur is sassy as fuck.
What's that? Have you played GTA Online? Full of angry kids in tanks online would ruin it. I've got a friend who actually streams GTA Online.
Who?
That would be Saz.
Oh, does she?
Oh, she used to. Oh, she played it more than we play all games combined.
I heard you can make your own character and you can do the same clothes store in the bar. But well, there you go then. That's pretty golden.
Okay, well then that's got some potential. I've found the idea of just a whole bunch of Arthurs walking into town just far too ridiculous.
Got a shit on
yeah, okay, if that's the case, then that could work.
There's a snake in my boots.
That's Toy
Somebody pause in the waterhole. I want to be Woody. Red Dead 2 Online. I'm fucking rocking up as Woody. No, Rexy. Right?
I want to be Ham.
You had me at Woody.
Come on!
Oh dear.
Done. Doing it.
What has happened to this podcast?
Yeehaw! So this week I've also been playing Overwatch because I don't know if you guys know, it was BlizzCon this weekend. So, I mean, I play Overwatch almost every day anyway because I'm sad and have nothing else to do. He doesn't talk to me ever, he just hides in here playing shit on the computer, masturbating furiously over Rocket League or whatever it is that he gets up to.
Yes, I'll discuss that. You got to talk about the games you've been playing and then I will discuss mine. Alright?
I don't know what he does in here, it's soundproofed, it's not my problem.
It's quite well soundproofed.
He's closed the window now because I said masturbation, sorry. We have an 8-year-old next door. Probably should have thought about that.
What is wrong with you?
No one is... Right. Goal killer, no Johnny yes papa memes when you can't execute them properly. Also, no one is excited for Diablo Mobile. That was the world's biggest letdown at BlizzCon. Everyone thought, oh, Diablo 4, this is going to be fucking excellent. Diablo fucking Mobile. This is like when everyone thought they would announce Elder Scrolls 6 properly at E3, and they announced Elder Scrolls Legends for mobile.
Beanie does get off over Rocket League.
He does, yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
A lot.
I do happen to believe that there is something genuinely brilliant about Rocket League, and I still can't work out what it is.
Show him something white and ridiculous, and he's in.
I mean, just look inside the hat.
What is wrong with you?
what is in the hat?
Dirty boy.
Your sweaty head.
Jacksepticeye never had these problems. What is wrong with you?
Jacksepticeye.
He's not Irish.
Jacksepticeye's a sweet baby angel. That's why. Don't ever speak ill of him.
I never spoke ill. I would never speak ill of your precious Jacksepticeye.
Speaking ill of Oxford, do not do that.
But yeah, Red Dead amazing.
Fuck me. I was still talking about something. BlizzCon. So yeah, we got Diablo Mobile, which no one gives a shit about. No one gave a shit. WoW Classic is coming back, so you can now pay money to play a game that you owned when you paid 40 quid for it in 2000.
Yeah, why have they done that?
Because everyone complained, because they took the servers down, everyone moaned, bought private servers to play WoW Classic on, so now basically they've seen it as a money-making opportunity because Activision, Blizzard aren't really Blizzard
So
anymore.
this is all they've done is just turn the machine back on?
Basically, yes.
It's
It's
literally money. Of course it's money.
I think they've remastered it a little bit, but anyway, Overwatch is the relevant part. So we got a new hero called Ash. I don't know if anyone watched the animated short, and also the possibility of Hero 30, which would be, fuck me, what's it called? Echo, that weird robot fucking thing that McCree releases from a pod at the end of the short.
I can't work out if their timing has been brilliant or terrible with this new Overwatch character.
Wholly brilliant.
Is it?
To be fair,
do you think it was deliberate?
No,
the fact they've come out with a cowgirl.
No, they released. To be fair, at the beginning of the year, after Wrecking Ball was released, they said that they would. They announced who was like the poster boy for BlizzCon, because they have like one character every year for the short. So I think it was Sombra, and then she got a short, and then Moira, because she was the new release and you knew about it before BlizzCon. So it was McCree this year, so you knew it would have something to do with McCree. Like months and months ago, obviously that Red Dead's release date has moved twice since then.
That's true.
So I think it's either great timing or just coincidence timing.
It just feels like cowboys and Wild West seems to be a bit of a theme at the moment, so them doing that felt suspiciously good timing.
2 away from the next, fasting?
Level 75. Are they still on GTA?
It's probably WoW related.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Oh yeah, wow.
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 So, wow.
Wow.
Christ, jeez.
Wow.
Isn't that good? So she looks pretty badass. Got shotguns, got a knockback thingy. Bob, who's her ultimate, which is an Omnic with a moustache, looks fucking sick. Oh, mixer level.
Gaia.
Looks pretty sick. She looks pretty badass. If I lose about 30 stone, I could cosplay her, but I don't have any energy to be losing that much weight. I really like food, and Christmas is coming.
To be fair, people far bigger than you would have a go.
We've been to a lot.
You only have to go to Comic-Con and look at some of the Harlequins.
But God bless them for trying.
Oh God, I'd never criticise them
no
publicly.
No one's body shaming. But
no,
please don't wear lycra if you have more rolls than Asda. I would never, although I did actually, to be fair, wear lycra to Comic-Con, and I'm
that
not
is
exactly
literally what you wore to Comic-Con.
Sorry.
You wore the lycriest thing I've ever seven.
Sorry, anyone with eyes, I apologise.
In Fallout Blue as well, so there's no hiding from that outfit.
No, don't even know where it is. I was going to say something. So yeah, I'm really hyped for that. I love Overwatch. I'm massively into it. We need more Reaper lore, really. I've been watching a lot of TGN on YouTube recently. TGN's good, but we need like more than 8-minute videos. That would be great. Jeff Kaplan could put a bit of effort in. As much as he was mad lols and said he ships McHanzo or whatever the fuck he said at BlizzCon, Oops, sorry. I need to control my leg.
Yeah, if you hit that microphone, people are going to lose their minds. It's just honestly, the noise is horrific if you tap that.
You need more lore for Overwatch, I think. If you want to keep introducing these characters, we're now on 20. This will be 29.
I don't think they have any problem with lore, but you mentioned it the other day, and I completely agree with you on this. There's nowhere on YouTube to find it. You take something like Fallout, and you've got Oxhorn, who is like
you've got
the encyclopedia of Fallout.
Yeah,
he just knows
the Epic
every
Nate
story.
And oh my god, something Juice. I can't remember what his name is, but all three of those do lore. Oxhorn is obviously the peak. Love him.
Love Juice.
Love him so much.
Oxhorn is the most ridiculous looking character. I absolutely love him. He doesn't look real. Honestly, he looks like a made up character in Fallout.
He's the most fabulous person I've ever seen. He's like
he's truly magnificent.
Steampunk legend.
Yeah, proper steampunk. He's got a big Amish
beard,
he's got a proper Amish beard, and he wears suspenders and a little bowler hat, and he drinks
cigars and he drinks scotch.
Smokes cigars and drinks whiskey, and he's an absolute champ. I absolutely love him. I think he's great.
Love him. He's got a massively soothing voice as well.
But he does look invented. He looks like a character in Fallout.
He does. But the Overwatch lore is lacking in places. If you want to find it, you have to buy like the Overwatch books, and you have to go on the Overwatch website and read through like character profiles, and you have to read the comics. But they've only made one. You can't see my hand. One anthology of the comics, so you can't. It's not like you can get them all together. They're mostly online as well, so no one gives a shit about Ninja.
Oh, hang on a minute. I'm quite curious about it. Well, you think of 2 million upgraded stream room. I haven't seen it. But I'm going to take notes, and I will come back to you on the next podcast. Providing YouTube haven't shut... Oh yeah, I'm not on YouTube. YouTube can't shut me down for anything I say here.
YouTube can shut my
Mixer can.
Fuck, I'm never going to finish a thought, am I?
No. Welcome to podcasting.
Just talk over me, why not?
New topic! We only have like 10 minutes.
Anyway,
Sorry,
so I'm happy...
we've got to give ourselves a bit longer than that.
I'm happy about the fact we've got a new hero coming out. She looks pretty badass. There's another DPS character, though, could do with a new tank that isn't Wrecking Ball, because as much as he's a cute little hamster boy, he is not great and really difficult to use. Probably could use another healer, because I think we're lacking there, though we got Moira quite relatively recently within the last year. But more lore for Overwatch would be great. It's not just Jeff Kaplan whittling on about shit. He's a ledge, but no. You can't have a fucking refund, Harry Kane. No.
Danny, I'm going to have to sort of rein you in a bit, because I think in the last 10 minutes I've understood about 15 seconds of
course
what
you have,
said.
because you don't play it.
I'll be honest, when I was sat in a room with you two, I didn't think you were the one who was going to make me feel out of my depth. I really thought Adam was going to come out in detail on something, and I would be too confused, and I'd just sit back and go, yeah, it sounds right. But no,
talk about Siege!
No one wants... Rainbow Six Siege is dead. It's dead. Fortnite's dead.
Fortnite is not dead. It's just all the bandwagoners are starting to jump off it and going elsewhere.
Anyway, it's all about Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Not that we've played that. Adam played the
He likes it.
It looked
it's
relatively
fine.
It was great. I have to say, I think it was... They've taken like the... They've not even been subtle. They have stolen the best bits of every game and made their own games out of it. You know, so...
Even Mario.
Oh, wouldn't that have been something? It's the only thing they didn't do.
Mario meets Siege.
You've got to shoot everyone, but please collect all these stars and coins.
That could work.
Black Ops, Rainbow Road.
Black Ops 64, come on.
You see, when you see someone running towards you and you think, right, I've got him, I've got the shot, and then he suddenly goes, do 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 do.
I can't hit him!
No, run!
But that looks sick, to be fair. Maybe we should invest in that instead of Fallout. I don't know. I'm not sure. What do you want to talk about? PlayStation Classic?
Yes. So, Adam, you told me about this. PlayStation Mini, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is coming out. When is that coming out? Do you know?
December.
It's coming out in December.
Yeah, it's annoyed a lot of people.
Should we all just chip in and buy one?
Well, no, because there's like 20 games on the system, but each region as in Japan, North America, Europe, are getting different games. And
really?
I'd say the Japanese area is getting the best games. I think we're getting shafted.
What
completely.
are they getting compared?
You'll
to
have to bring up the list, but if you think of like top 20 PS1 games in Europe, I think you'd be disappointed with the list. Yeah, it's not great.
This is one thing that's really disappointed.
But everyone's going to hack it, and you could probably put every
and that's
PS1 game on it,
and that's going to be the important bit, because I had this problem before when whenever they release these minis, and they'll go, well, due to licensing restrictions, we've only had access to these 10 games, so it's going to be these 10 games from this system.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, if it's the best 10, and they'll go, yeah, about that, most of them aren't. Most of them are just any old crap we could get our hands on that we were actually licensed.
If Danny brings up the 20 games that are coming out in Europe, like, there's a few good ones. Like, you've got Metal Gear, the first one, brilliant. You've got like Tekken 3.
Think fast saying, so if you just VPN around the world, you get all the games. That's assuming that, knowing them, they're going to make it incredibly difficult to put games on. I just have this gut feeling they're going to make it incredibly difficult.
Maybe.
Because... Yeah, should we discuss the
SNES?
Yeah, let's.
Yeah, discuss it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So, Adam's got one of the little SNES things, and it's so cute. They are just the cutest little thing.
Love the 20 games that came with it.
It came with 20 games,
which were
All
great.
20 were, well, a couple of them are good, but they wouldn't be my first choice.
Yeah.
Luckily,
I got paid someone on eBay to put everything on it, and now we have like 600 games on it.
Yes, so Adam has basically found someone who gave it a bit of a tweak, and we now have access to hundreds and hundreds of games. And suddenly it's gone from being, it's alright I suppose, to being absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Here we go. So here's the list. They have 12 titles in common. So these include Final Fantasy VII, Metal Gear Solid, Resident Evil Director's Cut, that's Biohazard. Also, Tekken 3, Battle Arena Toshinden, is that what it's called?
Toshinden.
Intelligent Cube, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, Jumping Flash, Mr. Driller, Persona, and Wild Arms and Ridge Racer 4.
Ridge Racer is the only one where that jumps out and go, of course.
Original GTA is North American and European exclusives.
You're kidding.
Along with Cool Borders 2, Destruction Derby and Twisted Metal, Platform Adventures, Oddworld, Abe Odyssey, Rayman, Siphon Filter, and Rainbow Six.
I love that.
However, Japan gets Ark the Lad 2, Saga Frontier, G Darius, Greatest Gaiden, Armored Core, and She.
See, this is what's
PlayStation Classic, blah 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 blah. I mean, I wouldn't say that any of those games whatsoever, apart from maybe Metal Gear Solid and GTA Classic.
I would say if you took all of those regions and had a system with all of those on it,
that'd be amazing.
That would actually be pretty awesome.
It's going to get hacked.
Why they've chosen? Of course they're going to hack it. If they don't, I will find a way of doing it.
In my opinion, none of those games are, apart from Metal Gear, Resident Evil, and GTA, are ones that I would even ever have played on the PlayStation. I played my fucking PlayStation like it was going to break in the next day and had to fucking pump it as hard as humanly possible.
PlayStation's probably the only console I've ever owned. No, full stop. I think it's certainly the first console I owned, and I had a lot. I'm older than I look. A lot of consoles passed me by, and I didn't care about any of them.
I thought you had a old bastard thing with the keyboard in.
Yeah, that's not a console.
I want the N64 Mini.
Yes, that needs to happen.
Yes, that needs to happen. Sorry, I'm just going to check chat, because there's actually some interesting stuff in there. Why is he stroking my nipple? Because I like it, and he quite enjoys it too. Can Mario Kart sue Rocket League? They've got a case. No, I don't think they do. Mario Odyssey. Mario Kart has no balls, but hang a minute. Yeah, Beanie, talk about the Xbox and PS4 crossplay trial on Fortnite. We will come back to that. PlayStation Classic is basically Xbox backwards compatibility, but with a stupid way of doing it. Yeah, effectively. Yeah. But that doesn't make it a bad thing.
It doesn't make it shit.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, okay, it's a bit dumb, but the alternative is not having one.
So in my opinion, my my top games to put on it. I mean, obviously they're not going to put Crash Bandicoot on there because they've already remastered it for PS4. So that would be stupid.
Yeah, they'd be annihilating their own income doing that.
So I mean, Crash Bandicoot's obviously one of the best games for the original PlayStation ever. Where's Tony Hawk's Pro Skater?
I want Dino Crisis.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Tony Hawk, what a great game.
Pro Skater 2 is one of the best games for PlayStation. The soundtrack was insanely good. It was fucking brilliant. Horse. Who didn't love playing Horse? What a fucking game. Why is that not on there?
And what game did you just say? Dino Crisis. Dino Crisis.
It was Resident
one of those games where everyone talks about it. I've never even seen the game.
It was Resident Evil with dinosaurs.
Was it really?
It's made by Capcom, yeah. It's amazing.
If there's ever a game that sounds like it should be rebooted, it's that.
Yeah. They still, yeah.
Where is Colin McRae Rally?
I remember
game.
You talked about that a year ago, like it's some genuinely treasured childhood memory.
Colin McRae Rally.
You talk about that game like your first kiss.
It's better than my first kiss.
Yeah, like other people talk about their first kiss.
Colin McRae Rally and also Formula 1 games. No, you lot won't remember, you're too fucking young. You used to get...
Don't automatically assume that, because this is also... I'm recording this, so it will be going on YouTube further down the line.
When the PlayStation 1 came out, you could get steering wheels and pedals to play racing games. It didn't work for Colin McRae Rally, only Formula 1 games, which I also used to play. But Colin McRae Rally was great. You could just go super fast, jump over shit, crash your car, plough into spectators, which unfortunately is how Colin McRae died in the end. Sad times.
Dark.
Sorry,
why have you chosen...
This podcast just took a fucking
Why can't things just stay nice, Danny?
I'm sorry.
Why can't things stay nice?
Colin McRae was a rally driver, okay?
You sound like my workmate.
Average age here is 12. No, I don't feel dumb. You guys aren't old enough. I was 9 when the PlayStation came out. I'm now 27. There's a vast age gap, and that's longer than you guys have been alive.
Yeah,
I don't care how old.
Mixer breach of terms of service, darling. Actual legit breach of terms of service.
Okay, it was asking people that.
No, you can't. You can't ask. You can't tell.
Okay, I'm too
So you
old.
know that now.
Now I know.
You know that now. Microsoft are watching. We're
Sorry,
very
Microsoft.
sorry.
Please don't hate us.
Right, so you two have named your favourite PlayStation games. Bear in mind that the PlayStation's the first console I went out and bought. Because it was for one game, and I still don't know.
Oh, Worms!
It's a game that I don't think has ever been matched, and that's because there was nothing like it, and that was Gran Turismo, the very first Gran Turismo.
They bought a new one out, haven't they, recently? So they're not. This is the thing. They won't put games that they've released sequels to recently on a classic console.
No, it'd be insane for them to do it.
It would be stupid. And also with PS Now, they won't.
Yes, that's very true. That's very true. But in terms of Gran Turismo, what was so impressive about it was there'd been loads of racing games around about that time. Been quite a few sort of big graphics racing games. But it was the diversity of the game. You had like 80 tracks. You had to go through this whole... It was almost like a career mode.
Yeah.
And then you had a bit where, to get to the next set of cars, you had to pass like a driving license.
Yeah.
And to do that, you had to do like go full pelt and then hit the, go from it like 0 to 200 to 0 again in the length of a track. And the amount of time I used to spend with like me and my mates, a few beers, just ploughing through that, all take it in turns. There must have been like 8 or 9 of us all taking
that's what we used to do.
In turns.
We used to go to...
You're getting fucking owned.
Hang on, what's going on here?
On under 13 accounts, server accounts are liable for the users and can be removed if they have underage accounts with them, being his Discord will half.
my Discord is going to be in ruins. Absolutely in ruins.
And
then think fast, but they're small enough to probably not get noticed. I mean, it felt like an insult the first time I read that. The second time, that actually sounded fine. My bad. Skybot's decided to advertise my Discord.
Good timing, Skybot.
Now is not the time, Scotty. Now is not the time. But no,
we used to go. There was only before I got a PlayStation. We had one friend that had a PlayStation, right? So someone had a PlayStation 1 down my road when I was a child. We had one person's house who had a PlayStation, and they had the pedals and the wheel for the PlayStation, so we used to go around there, play Formula 1, and we used to play Tony Hawk's and do the time trials on Colin McRae. And then by the time I was like, I must have been 11 when the PlayStation 2 came out.
I'm curious in chat, actually, while you're having this conversation, does anyone else still have this, where they go round their friends, not so much because they're friends, but because they've got that game or got that console? Because I did the same thing. Me and my friends all used to go around my mate's house, and I say mate quite wrongly, I don't even remember the guy's name. And the only reason we went round there was because he had Street Fighter 2.
Yeah, I was going to say...
And that was every lunch for the best part of 2 years. We spent going round there and playing Street Fighter.
We used to go around my friend Emma's house because not even her older brother got the PlayStation 2 when it first came out. Pat must have been about, I would say, 18 or 19 at the time.
Yeah, yeah.
So he bought a PlayStation 2 with like his paycheck from Blockbuster. He got discount, so he got a PlayStation 2 bundle and got Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 for PlayStation 2. So we used to go around her house when Pat was at work to go and play his PlayStation in his bedroom. And he would come back from work and be like, why are there 11 and 12-year-olds in my house? Go away. Get off my PlayStation.
See, Adam's been really quiet here because I have this gut feeling that he was the person who owned all of those consoles and all your friends came round.
No.
I just...
Oh! No.
Blue Zapper, thank you so much for the host, buddy.
Zapper
also,
Costa. Hi, boy.
How are you, buddy?
No, I actually didn't. At all. No.
Thanks, Pop.
Oh, hang on, that's another person.
That's Pop. It says there in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Pop Slasher.
Pop Slasher, thank you so much, dude. Sorry, my bad.
That's why I said thanks, Pop. I wasn't just like...
You weren't just being shouty for no reason.
No, I said thank you. I'm not a dick.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But yeah, when I was younger, I had no interest in consoles. But you were the opposite, weren't you? You were massively into consoles when you were younger.
But one at a time. I never had like everything. I always had like one console at a time. So I had the N64 like a year after it came out.
Yeah.
So I had all the friends coming around playing GoldenEye.
GoldenEye.
Yeah, we used to go to Rhiannon's house for GoldenEye because her brother had one.
Danny, can you pass me the 100? Why are we doing that?
You two chat about GoldenEye as much as I love it. I really need a wee. So I'll be back in just a second.
We'll keep guard here.
You guard my chair.
Yeah. The fuck you do that? Because GoldenEye had a theme tune and the woman had the most amazing voice, and we're really weird.
She did. Wasn't it Tina Turner?
I want to say Shirley Bassey, but it could have been Tina Turner.
I don't remember.
It's one of them. You know what I mean by one of them. I don't want to say, but it's one of them.
Well,
I don't know, but it was either Tina Turner or Shirley Bassey or something. It was like one of those really well-known female singers.
This is true. But yeah, PlayStation Mini. I'll probably get one as long as I can hack it and put my own games on it.
I think it might be worth trying to find that in advance.
Because I don't just want the 20 games that are on there. Yes, I think some of the games are good, but I'd like the whole PlayStation 1 library. How was your Wii?
Wii? do you want me to write a long review? Rate it out of 10 or?
Beanie already failed No Nut November. What does it mean?
It's a meme, Adam.
If you break it down, you know what all of those things mean.
We've all failed.
Yeah, I failed miserably.
We've all failed.
About 1 o'clock on the 1st of November. I can't believe you're high-fiving me for that.
Technically a low five. But...
Yeah. All right. God's sake. You know what? You two are like the collective viewers. You know, these are always this mean to me, and now I've got people in the flesh doing it as well.
We've been together for 4 years. Is there ever at a stage during those 4 years where I've not been a dick to you, do you think? Do you think I'm about to stop?
No.
No.
Are you that old you don't know what a cup is?
He's that old he doesn't know how to put one in a dishwasher.
For God's sake.
Oh.
Neither do you. Don't even go there. I've just tidied your shit.
Oh, fuck a doormat.
Ice cream boy.
Well, I can see when I edit this which bits are not making it into the video.
Fuck a doormat is staying in.
I just have this gut feeling that fuck a doormat is not getting in the video.
Podcast 1, fuck a doormat.
Yeah, good title. Let's go with that.
The director's cut is going to have this conversation.
The director's what? I'm sorry?
Director's muff.
No, why are you saying that?
Resident Evil director's muff.
Do you remember?
That would be a much better game.
Guys, I don't know if you lot don't know this, but like 2 minutes before the stream started, Danny said to me, "Am I allowed to swear in your podcast?" And I was going, "Well, try not to if you can avoid it." And before you know it, this conversation's just ascended.
I didn't say director's muff, did I?
Actual story.
No, the problem.
Actual story. 2 minutes before the stream started, Beanie had a wank.
True story.
True story.
That's why this chair is extraordinarily sticky, guys.
In the hat. Oh, fireworks!
Do you want to... No.
Focus!
Focus,
Adam.
I fucking forgot what we were talking about.
I think we were having a conversation, something to do with the PlayStation.
Please put a raw copy unlisted, please, so I can make memes. No, you will not be making memes.
Of me saying he's so old he doesn't know how to put in a dishwasher. If I end up on meme review, I'm going to be so cross. That's not true. That's actually not even vaguely true.
That what?
If I end up on meme review, I'll be really cross.
If any of us end up on meme review, we'll be great. But I'm already Tracer, because apparently that's a meme now. I'm confused by this. Already Tracy. I can TikTok, whatever the fuck that is. Pew News. I'm Gloria Borger, or Poppy Harlow, whoever it is these days. If he doesn't do Moira Stewart soon, I'll be sad.
Chicken nuggets are underrated.
Chicken nuggets are nuts.
Discuss.
Text Derek and get her to get some nuggets on the way home. When you come back from the cinema, bring nugs.
So, this is why I say, always, podcasts, no more than an hour. Because you stretch it, and then you start talking about nuggets, and your vagina, and it gets...
What you meant is, after an hour, you will start talking about nuggets.
Adam will start chatting shit, and we won't get anywhere.
Keep going then, watch!
Thanks Facade for being the only person who knew what I was talking about.
Oh no, several of them know, it's just that they've got distracted.
I just feel old now. Nerf Bastion, whatever the fuck. I've seen it once. Just Overwatch groups are just filled with all this shit.
So I've been playing, speaking of like my childhood, I've been playing a new game which feels...
Was that a sneeze?
I'm going to try that conversation again. So yeah, when I was younger there was a game I was massively into and spent all of my spare time playing. That game was
Barbie Racing!
Barbie Racing! No, it was Theme Hospital. And recently they've made a game called 2 Point Hospital, and I got it within seconds of remembering that it actually came out, and I'm really enjoying it. And it's because they've not even tried to hide the fact that it's a rip-off. They've basically gone, we're going to recreate this game. I'm curious with you two, if you could ask for any game to be redone from when you were younger, what game would you want?
A remake?
Yeah, what remake would you like? Doesn't even have to be like direct, it could be like, what would you like to just see a modern rip-off of?
Earthworm Jim.
Earthworm Jim.
Earthworm Jim is the best,
Earthworm Jim.
to be fair. I would have said Worms, but they've already made like 9,000 Worms games.
And that's been the thing, they keep making Worms, and none of them work as well as the early ones.
Lemmings.
Oh, what a great game.
Yeah, Lemmings.
That'd make a good remake.
Yeah,
I think they did remake Lemmings.
Well, they kept making... They released several sequels, like, in those couple of years.
Great
like
game.
It was like 2-3 years where, like, Lemmings 2 came out. Lemmings 2 was really good. And then they never bothered. But it's one of the all-time classics. And I actually think that doing a reboot of Lemmings could totally work.
I don't know.
Especially now that
put it on an iPad, put it
designing,
on phones.
Like, level designers have become a thing. So you could actually make your own levels on Lemmings.
Like the chicken. Animal Super Squad.
Yeah, literally that. Yeah, no, that could totally work. Actually, a modern Lemmings would work
the Dad's
really
Army
well.
film. They already made that, and it was tragic.
It was. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I really should watch it.
It was alright.
Got Lemmings on Xbox.
Did you watch it?
It was alright.
I feel like I'm the one who should have watched it.
The cast was great.
The problem is you'll watch it and the cast, you'll look at them and go, you're just not quite them.
No.
Yeah.
As good as they are in the
cast
film,
is great,
you'll just go, just not quite them.
But this is the problem. Any TV series, you've got years to perfect the character. If you then get someone else to play it, it feels wrong because that person's had years to build up to it. If you just get someone to step in and replace them, it just feels empty. So it was never going to work.
I don't really know which game I'd choose. Maybe SSX Tricky. Because that was
that was a wonderful game. One of the best soundtracks in any game. Yeah. I would stick my neck out and say one of the best soundtracks ever.
Or just to remake all the early Harry Potter games where everyone doesn't have square hands.
Yeah, this has been Danny's been bringing this up a lot. So Danny used to be obsessed with which Harry Potter game was it?
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, because I completed Philosopher's Stone. That was okay.
Yeah,
it was PlayStation 1.
So if I manage to do editing quite well, as we're speaking, I'm going to make sure that footage from this game appears.
Square hands.
But Danny is obsessed with the fact that they all had oversized square hands.
They did. Their hands were massive. It was like their hands were just one big finger, and they just had like this plate shovel giant hands. And obviously in Harry Potter they're all kids, so they're tiny people with these big square shovel hands. And because the graphics were so terrible, it looked like it'd been designed by Bethesda. Ron Weasley would like crop into bushes and stuff with his big square hands, and I got stuck on this level where you had to go and find mandrakes or some shit for ages and ages and ages, and you basically were just stuck in this bush trying to pick a mandrake with your big shovel hands, getting stuck flailing about. It was ridiculous.
Isn't it amazing? Because we're all like,
my wee time.
Everyone else is at the age where they're going like, oh my god, look at some of the improvements in gaming now. You know, you've got anti-aliasing and you've got this and you've got ray particles and things like that. And for us, it's like, they've got the hang of fingers. They've actually nailed working out fingers.
Hands and fingers. Proportional body sizes.
Because some of them were awful. I think two of the things that were really impressive over the years, and we were like, oh, I'm so glad they managed to sort that out, were fingers and faces. Because faces, if you ever watch, Adam's bloody gone away for a minute now, but ever watch like GoldenEye and things like that. See, it's that addictive though, isn't it?
Yep.
If you know the song, you'll know. But old games like that, look at the characters' faces. Like I said, I'm gonna edit this and make sure that you get several examples of it, because it was horrifically bad.
Facade wants to know something.
Beanie, are you looking forward to Bofa remake? What is Bofa?
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about. It's definitely an abbreviation for something.
And it's something really big as well. It's going to be so obvious, or he's being millennial and it's gone over my head.
It's the only podcast on Mixer except a guy with 0 people watching. Sick!
Yay! I'm beating 0. Do you know what? I figured Mixer would be full of podcasters. Whenever I'm on Mixer, actually, there's an amazing podcaster. He's got to be in his like 70s, and he's just straight out of Alabama. He's absolutely amazing. He just comes across like a crazy old man just hosting a TV show.
To be fair, I would watch that.
Yeah, he's great. He's great. And you can tell he smokes about 80 a day. He's probably had a whiskey for breakfast.
Guys, also, we'll stop trying to uninstall LifePop Slasher. Just upgrade your graphics card.
What did he say? Sims 1 faces were the best. No, you've exactly nailed it. Because, people will say now games like Roblox, and it's like, oh my god, everything's so basic on it. But if you look at the faces on Roblox, it's no different to like The Sims 1 or, as I was just saying, Adam, GoldenEye.
Mm-hmm.
GoldenEye faces were terrifying.
Cube faces.
Blocks.
Cube faces, you got a big square like scalp.
Yeah.
Big like square bits.
Mm-hmm.
Like sort of like my face where it goes out like that and then just massively.
But no, don't forget, Sims 1 was groundbreaking. People were talking about how brilliant the graphics were.
I didn't really get into it until Sims 2, and then after that dropped drastically out of
it.
The Sims
1 I think is probably responsible for me losing several jobs, if I'm honest with you, because I really enjoyed The Sims 1. I thought that was a fantastic game. You take someone like Adam and he'll play all the latest games, all the latest high graphics games and stuff like that, and Daniel take part in like these really sort of fun playable things interactive, and I'll do things like I'll play The Sims where I get to schedule when they go for a wee. And because I'll sit there for like 5 hours, I'll ignore the fact that I need one myself, but I will happily schedule in the fact that my character needs to go to the toilet.
No,
like, my character seems really hungry, and it's like, but in real life, I've gone 14 hours without eating. So
Rocket League. Apparently, it's Rocket League. I'm guessing it's.
Yeah, you have to stream now.
I have to stream now.
It's stream time.
I'm streaming. Is it Tuesday or Wednesday?
It's Monday today.
No, I'm saying when am I streaming Rocket League? I'm either doing it Tuesday or Wednesday, by the way.
Don't forget you've got to sort your costume out this week. You need to get on it ASAP.
Yes, I'll get on that. Don't worry, I'll sort that out.
This is fun.
Yeah, this is. I'm actually wanting to do a few more of these. I'm really enjoying it.
Say something.
And we have covered absolutely nothing. I had like 8 or 9 subjects that I was going to cover, and we've covered absolutely none of them. So I'm thinking we come back to this.
Good idea.
Something felt important. What was I going to say? Meme review. I don't know. Oh yeah. So as far as games go, my gaming sort of focuses on very weird games, so I don't really have like a genre of game that I prefer. I like single player games, I like RPGs. He is not stored in the balls, Scotty Bot. No one cares.
What? Think fast. Was that you?
Obviously.
Oh no, that's from ages ago. That's
no, that's the shit one. Is 100% me. From the 24th of February. Go me. What the fuck was I saying? Yeah, so I play online multiplayer games. So Overwatch. I play single player games because I love a bit of Fallout. All Fallouts. Fallout's just the god of all games. Our bedroom, by the way, lads. I'll get Beanie. Sorry, babe.
Lose brownie points for that.
Oh, that's 2 strikes.
That's not, real names are fine.
Mine, it's not.
Most people.
It's fine.
I'll get him to put the picture in Mixer, but our bedroom is largely Fallout and Overwatch themed because he has had very little input in the bedroom.
Yeah, it's been absolutely flooded with stuff.
This is his domain, okay? This is his.
This is my world. This is what I have to show for
shit he
it.
likes with, and that's Erin's stuff, and she can do whatever she wants with that. But although she's going to have to beat him up for space in here because he's taking the absolute piss.
Maybe a little bit.
But I also really enjoy strategy games. We're in a good functioning relationship, apparently so. I'm yet to see evidence of it, but still. I really like strategy games. So I like Total War, I like Civilization, and I will play that on my laptop until the cows come home. I find it very strange when people will only play one genre of game, which is why I get really frustrated by things like Fortnite, because I think realistically, apart from Fortnite, obviously you've got building and stuff in it, but once you've played one, you've kind of played them all. You just go in and try and kill everyone.
See, I would have had that
There's
same...
very little...
I would have had that same approach.
Fortnite.
See,
quote that.
I would have had the same approach.
Beanie, are you vegan?
No, he loves meat.
What the crap kind of question is that?
See, I would have had the same approach as you if it wasn't for me getting into Rocket League. Rocket League, on paper, it's everything I shouldn't like in a game, and yet I'm completely hooked on it. Well, I have no rational explanation as to why I enjoy it so much.
I bought Rocket League because I like racing games and I like football. So I bought Rocket League when it first came out. I think it was just out of beta at the time for like £12 or something. And I bought it because it looked fun and we wanted a multiplayer game to play together. And I'm shit at it, okay? You've probably all seen me play. I'm shit. I have no intention of trying to get better either. So nobody, please don't anybody recommend me training things to do. I won't do it. I have no space left on my PlayStation. I don't want your help. I don't need your help.
I think it's safe to say your time with Rocket League is done.
I'm comfortable with being shit at Rocket League. It doesn't matter. I like to occasionally play with my brother and play all the stupid modes, like with a hockey puck and shit. That's the only thing I enjoy about Rocket League.
Which is worryingly fun. I recently tried that because I wanted to do some... I wanted to unlock stuff, basically. Yeah, so I needed to do a ranked something, but didn't want to stream. So I was like, I'll just do the ice hockey thing.
It's fun.
And it is great fun. It really is. I didn't want to enjoy it. I had a great time.
Yeah, I find people sticking to a certain genre of game to be very strange. Wait, who's that in the Superman hoodie?
Sorry if you guys can't see anything anymore, by the way, because fucking vaping.
Because he's behind the vape. Because it hasn't occurred to Danny to blow it anywhere other than straight at the camera.
just slowly vanishing.
That's where I'm sitting.
There's like 350 degrees of room that you could have blown the vape into, and you keep just popping it straight down the camera's throat.
Read it and won't be actually. So yeah, I find it very strange people just want to play Battle Royale because it's fucking boring, to be honest. It's fun for a bit and then it's just boring. It's the same shit, different day. I'm just trying to shoot a man in a bush, or I'm trying to shoot a man that's trying to shoot me. It's
like I said, it's the same thing. I would make the same argument about Rocket League, and yet I can't. No, I'm just going to get that. Doesn't matter.
That's empty, and that's mine.
Okay, fine. Can you pass me? Az, can you pass me one of those boxes just there? Yeah, like I said, I love Rocket League, and it's repetitive, and nothing different happens other than your opponent. Literally nothing happens, and yet I still find it one of the most addictive games, even now. So if you've got a game like Fortnite, where it's, you know, different weapons, different locations, different start points, different finishing locations, I'd say it's more varied than Rocket League, so I can't really support the argument at all.
Well, that's fine. I'm not asking you to support it. I'm just giving my opinion.
No, I think like I said, I don't think you're wrong. I actually agree with you in terms of why I don't like Fortnite, but I don't understand why I can go Fortnite's boring and Rocket League isn't. I don't have any.
I didn't say Rocket League is also fucking boring, guys. Sorry. I don't want to like shit on you. Don't want to shit on your cornflakes or anything, but it's shit.
You're so addicted to Rocket League, you play for 3 hours a month.
In my defence,
no, you didn't. In
the last month, I've either been very busy or I've been playing the new Fallout 76 beta.
Or he's been playing Theme Hospital.
Or I've been playing 2 Point Hospital because I'm a grown man who likes dealing with bloaty head disease and whatever the hell else is in the game.
Honestly, right?
It's so sad.
Since that game came out, between the Fallout 76 beta and 2 Point Hospital coming out, I have seen him for around about 15 or so minutes before I've gone to sleep.
Beta.
I haven't seen him. I don't know what he's doing. I'm occasionally coming here to check he's not dead, and then beta. Thanks, Pop.
Beta.
I mean, in all the years of having an English A level, I never knew how to say things. It's because it's beta rays, which is a. So if you know this, I don't mean to bring out the old education, Matt. It's actually a type of radiation, right? So that's why I say it beta and not beta.
I say beta because I'm British.
Yes, I just say beta because that's how I got taught to say it at school. So, sorry.
You were taught wrong.
Clearly.
Beta.
Clearly. Sorry. I'll send my GCSEs back, guys.
Yeah, just cash them in.
Bye.
Wally.
This isn't a science channel. My apologies.
Eve. Sorry, Wally.
Beetroot. Wally.
I love Wally.
Router is pronounced router. Yes, it is.
Yes, I don't understand the American thing of router. It's just irritating.
Honestly, the worst is on accident. If I hear anyone say on accident, I literally want to knock them out.
You keep saying how irritating that is, and yet I have never heard it.
I listen to a lot of podcasts,
once.
And I think it's a California regional thing. People from California tend to say, yeah, the actual radiation is pronounced how Beanie's saying. All right, facts with fucking Pop.
I thought it was. I thought it was beta radiation.
It probably is. But my science teacher also couldn't spell sulfate, so I mean, that's
not a good sign.
I've taken this as how I was taught. I passed my GCSE, so that was enough. A lot. You, me, Shane Dawson on repeat. What? The fuck are you talking about?
Oh, they're going to blow their minds in a few weeks.
And the podcast has vanished into beanie obscurity.
Yeah, do you remember when this was supposed to be a podcast? It's descended in. We have gone full IRL.
It's turned into reading comments.
That is how
I said end the pod while it was all on topic, and now we're just reading shit.
To be fair, earlier than an hour this disintegrates.
Beta.
That's the British spelling of sulfate. the now universal spelling of sulfate is sulfate with an F instead of a PH, which they've changed in the last couple of years. Where you read your shampoo bottle while you're going for a poo and you've got no actual phone or whatever, you now notice they spell sulfate with an F.
What is this madness? Right, when I started this stream, I had like
Don't beat me, he'll lose.
I had about 9 subjects that I was going to cover, and so far we have covered exactly 0 of them. And I don't think the idea of the pronunciation or spelling of sulfate was ever on that list. I'm very glad we've done it.
This is the science teacher that also burnt a hole in our floor trying to do a thermite reaction and fucking it up massively.
I'm not going to lie, most of this isn't going to make it into the video, but there will be a separate video just full of balls like this.
Beanie, are you Asian? Are you Asian?
I don't think I am. Why did you even read that out? Why did you acknowledge it?
Because it amused me. I'm just curious. What the fuck kind of question is that? He's Lebanese. I'm pretty sure he isn't. He might have mentioned it by now. I'm not.
Anyway, this has been fun.
This has been fun. We're going to wrap it up here after achieving absolutely nothing.
A nice chicken wrap.
So yeah, I'm going to be editing this video very, very heavily.
Forever.
Like really heavily. And knowing my editing, it will be out. It'll be up in about 6 months' time. But no, like I said, we didn't cover any of the things that I was going to cover, so we are going to go back to all of these conversations. We're going to do it properly next time round.
Shall we try just doing this exclusive to Mixer on a Monday?
No, we'll do it. I'll do Mixer and YouTube. I'll actually have it working.
What's the
by
point?
then.
If you're going to edit it and put it up on YouTube, you might as well just not bother streaming it to YouTube.
How about we discuss that after the stream, not during it?
Couples particularly during the podcast.
I'm just saying, guys.
This is like the holy trinity of bad streaming has turned up here.
It's a fucking discussion.
A bicker between a couple is like the cardinal sin of streaming, and we committed it.
Triggered he is. Look,
hey, Mr. Poopy Butthole.
That's the problem, isn't it? I should have started the stream with that.
No, you shouldn't.
Because that just puts you in a great mood for the stream, and it all goes well.
No.
Thanks for joining us. Love you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for sticking with us through an absolute abomination of a podcast. It's been a train wreck, but it's actually been a lot of fun. I have to say, I've actually really enjoyed it.
It's the most I've seen him in months, guys. So
yeah, this is
great, some quality time.
As far as Danny's concerned, this counts towards quality time. So
it doesn't count towards quality time at all, because this hasn't been.
And that means after the stream, I can go back to 2 Point Hospital again.
Yay! Now fill the hat.
Damn it! What are you doing, woman?
Oh, that's strike 3. And you'll never see her on a stream again.
Yes.
I'm banned now. Oh, it's alright, I'll take my camera. Good luck with that.
I'll make an even cooler stream if I can.
Go back to your Microsoft Live camera. Screw you.
No, seriously, everyone, I've really enjoyed it. It's been a train wreck, but I have actually enjoyed it. Hope you lot have as well. Join me soon when I will try and work out the fragments of what exactly happened here tonight. So goodbye from these two. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye from me, and I will see you all next time. Join me on the thing. I'll probably be streaming Rocket League on Wednesday or not. You know how I operate. All right. See you all soon, everyone.